if you're tired, no matter how much you sleep, this might not be laziness. If you get out of breath easily, if your voice feels soft and weak, and if even small tasks feels like effort, you might not lack discipline, you might lack chi. Healing is like tending a garden, and in every video, we water the roots. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Amy, a traditional Chinese medicine doctor teaching you how to live your life in harmony with nature and how to heal naturally as well. And for today's video, we are beginning something foundational. We are starting our in-depth series of the 9-body constitution in traditional Chinese medicine. And so our healing for this video begins with one of the most common patterns I see in clinic, and it is qi deficiency. So a commonly asked question, what is qi? So you must have seen it everywhere. And then you can see all the characters having like a glow of energy surrounding them. That is what qi is. But qi lives within and without our bodies. Qi is functional energy. It powers breathing, digestion, circulation, immunity, speech, movement, and mental clarity. So qi and blood works hand in hand. If blood is a substance, qi is the movement. If blood is a river, then qi is the current. And when you have abundant qi, you feel capable. And when qi is weak, life feels a lot heavier than it should. In clinic, qi deficiency doesn't look dramatic. It looks like someone who gets out of breath climbing stairs, someone who speaks softly, sweats easily, feels tired after talking, catches cold frequently, has poor appetite, and feels worse after exertion, but tries very hard anyways. This person is not lazy, but they are running low on battery. Many people live with qi deficiency without realizing it. So common signs are fatigue, shortness of breath, weak voice, pale complexion, loose stools, frequent infections, spontaneous sweating, and brain fog. Rest helps a lot, but it doesn't really fully restores because the root issue is insufficient functional energy. And now there's a classical saying in traditional Chinese medicine, 久卧伤气. It's translated into prolonged lying down damages qi. This doesn't mean that rest is bad. It actually means that insufficient activity weakens your qi. And qi needs gentle movement. But here's the balance. Excessive movement also damages qi. Too much pushing drains it, and too much stillness stagnates it. So qi thrives in rhythm and moderation, as all things do. Now, why modern life damages qi so much? Well, qi is easily weakened by overwork, chronic stress, overthinking, skipping meals, excessive raw foods and cold food, sleep deprivation, overtraining, and long-term illness. And honestly, in modern life, we glorify hustle. But qi does not respond to hustle. It responds to nourishment. So what can we see from a tongue and pulse diagnosis? In qi deficiency, tongue may appear pale, swollen, and with teeth marks on the side. Now for the pulse, it may feel weak, soft, and empty. But I need to say this very clearly. This video and all my videos are not for self-diagnosis. Tongue and pulse diagnosis requires clinical training, but why do I add it into my video is so that we can all learn ways to identify, ways to see what patterns we are. I'm not here to diagnose you. I'm here to share what I love so you can understand your body better and improve your health naturally. Awareness is the beginning. So back to the tongue, how do we differentiate between a qi deficient and a yang deficient tongue? Well, remember, qi deficiency means low energy. Yang deficiency also means low energy, but coldness accompanies it. And yang deficient people, they have low warmth and slow metabolism. So it's very easy. Qi deficiency is tired, yang deficiency is tired and cold. We'll go deeper into yang deficiency in another video. Now, how can we nourish our qi naturally? We have a saying, 补气养血, 健脾益肺. Tonify your qi, nourish your blood, strengthen your spleen, and benefit the lungs. Why did we mention spleen? Why did we mention lung? Well, this all links back to the 5-element theory. So, for the spleen, it is linked to the element earth, and for the lung, it is metal. The spleen belongs to the element earth. Earth represents transformation and nourishment. And in my 5 tongue organ video, I have an in-depth introduction of all of the elements and how they live in harmony. So you can check out that video. I have linked it to the top there, hopefully. And so when your spleen is strong, it transforms food into qi and blood, and therefore nourishes your whole entire body. So in my video, I mentioned that it is equivalent to the soil of your planet. And now the lungs, it belongs to the metal element, and I like to describe it as the atmosphere and our breath. And metal governs respiration and distribution of qi throughout the body. So it equates to the atmosphere and our breath for our planet. Therefore, in our 5-element theory, Earth generates metal. And therefore, it means when your spleen is strong, it naturally supports the lungs. So when we say 健脾益肺, strengthen the spleen and benefit the lungs, what we are saying is that we are supporting the body's ability to produce qi and then circulate it properly. And so this is why so many qi tonifying formulas and treatments begin with strengthening digestion, because good qi begins with good nourishment. What can we do in terms of diet? It is very important that qi deficient people should focus on gentle, warm, and sweet neutral foods. So to understand this better, I have linked another video that you can read up on how traditional Chinese medicine categorizes food. So some examples that we have is Chinese yam, lotus seed, pumpkin, white rice, red dates, beef, and chicken. These can all be cooked into soups, stews, or porridge. So one of my favorite recipes is astragalus chicken, and this one greatly tonifies your qi. And then one of my second favorite is Chinese yam and red dates porridge. So this helps with strengthening your spleen and nourishing your blood. Now, what do we avoid when it comes to diet? Always excessive raw or cold food, deep fried food, and excessive spicy stimulation. Now remember, cold and greasy damages and slows down your whole spleen qi. So when we mention qi deficiency, perhaps for many of you, you'll immediately think of ginseng. Well, it is one of the most popular and well-known qi tonifying herb. And ginseng has been valued in Chinese medicine for centuries because it powerfully tonifies your original qi, your yuan qi, the origin of qi. So not only it powerfully tonifies your qi, but it also supports energy and endurance and helps the body recover from illnesses and fatigue. However, true ginseng is very potent, and it should not be taken casually or in large amounts without proper guidance. So alternatives to this very potent qi tonifying herb is our huangqi, the astragalus root, and also dangshen. And this has been known as the poor man's ginseng, because back in the days, not everyone can afford ginseng. So for the commoners, they opt for dangshen instead. And so these two qi tonifying herbs are very commonly used in our Chinese medicine formulas. They help strengthen qi and support energy production. So this is the tea that you can make daily. 5 grams of astragalus and 3 grams of dangshen, and then 5 pieces of goji berries. Steep the 3 of them in boiling water and drink it 3 to 4 times a week. I like to drink it on an empty stomach and first thing in the morning. And this is suitable for a mild daily qi support. So when you're feeling really, really tired and out of breath. And this is not for severe deficiency. And like always, consult your local traditional Chinese medicine doctor for more personalized care. Now let's move on to acupressure care. The first acupressure point, qi hai, which literally translates to sea of qi. And it is considered one of the body's main energy reservoir. So it is 2 finger breadth below your belly button. And the soft point in your lower abdomen, that is your qi hai, acupressure point. It is 3 twin below your navel. You can massage it with your palm in a clockwise direction for 5 minutes. And this point is fantastic for fatigue, low energy, and general qi support. The second one, we are no stranger to it, 足三里. And this point is one of the most famous longevity points in traditional Chinese medicine. So press with your thumb for 2 to 3 minutes. And remember, consistency matters more than intensity. This point helps with improving your digestion, boosting your immunity, and also boosting your overall energy. So sit down, place your hand over your kneecap. And remember, it is 4 fingers below your kneecap. And then from where you marked it, you're going to go 1 finger breadth away from the shin bone. And then that will be where Zhu Sanli is. Then the last one, Guan Yuan acupressure point. So when we translate the word of Guan Yuan, the gates of origin, which can be interpreted as the gate of original qi. And it is deeply connected to your body's foundational vitality. This point is often warmed with moxibustion, but massaging it also does the trick. And now this acupressure point is 4 finger breadth below your belly button. So you can see that qi hai is 2 fingers, and then with Guan Yuan it is 4 fingers. So what you can effectively do is massage it like this underneath your lower abdomen to get your whole qi boost. Now remember, do everything gently and in a clockwise direction to tonify qi. And again, consistency matters more than intensity. Now what about some lifestyle regulation? The first one, and it is the most important one, sleep matters. So a regular schedule, hopefully you should be in bed by 11 p.m. and sleep for about 7 to 8 hours. Now again, quality matters more than quantity, and this varies for everyone. So that's why I always recommend you to go see your local traditional Chinese medicine doctor to get your tongue and pulse diagnosis so that we can understand your body better together. And then back to the question, why before 11 p.m.? Because late night depletes your qi and blood. And if you needed a short nap in the afternoon, not more than, personally, I think 20 minutes, but definitely not over 40. And this can help nourish your heart, which brings your focus back for the rest of the day. Next is overexertion. Excess high-intensity training depletes your qi very quickly. And it makes it worse if you are not getting enough sleep or enough good quality sleep. So in Chinese medicine, we have a saying, 劳则耗气, which means overwork consumes qi. So what can we do to boost this? While meditation, dantian breathing. You can check out this video for that. And then gentle exercises like your qigong, tai chi, yoga, and gentle walks actually help with bringing everything back into balance. And lastly, it's so important to keep warm. So qi deficient individuals have lower wei qi, which is the outermost defensive qi that we have. So when your qi is down, your immunity is down. Defensive qi is also weaker. Therefore, you'll catch cold easily. So it's important to protect your abdomen, lower back, legs, and definitely around your neck. Avoid direct air conditioning and damp environments. So now, if you're watching this and thinking, "Ooh, this is me," good. Not because something is wrong, but because you may have more information and possible answers to your problems. Qi deficiency is not identity. It's a pattern. And good news, patterns can change. And now this is so important. Understanding is about respect. Respect for yourself and others, knowing their body, not labels. So when you know your soil, you stop blaming the seed. Qi deficiency doesn't mean overall weakness. It means that your body is asking for restoration. Healing is like tending a garden. And sometimes the first step is rebuilding the roots. Before we finish, I want to take a moment and say something to all of you. Thank you. This channel has grown because of your curiosity, your thoughtful comments, and the way you share these videos with the people you care for. And most importantly, constant reminders for my audios. And thank you so much to everyone who has been giving me guidance on this, and especially to Melissa. So truly, thank you, each and every one of you. Your comments keeps me going and reminds me why I started my YouTube. Traditional Chinese medicine is something I truly love and benefited so much from it. And being able to share this with all of you truly means so much to me. So thank you so much for your time, my lovelies. The next constitution that I'll be talking about is yang deficiency. But if you comment down below on the body type that you really want to get to know first, I can push that up my schedule. Remember, I made this series for you, so you all have a say on this. So that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. I wish you all good health, and good health is the ultimate fortune, the only investment with endless return. And when do we start investing? Right now.